Hi, this is Shep Hyken, customer service and experience expert, and today I'm going to discuss why companies should practice what they preach. Now, this seems like a rant. Well, because it is. I don't like complaining about specific companies, so I'll keep the name of the company private. What I do like, however, is sharing the lessons we can learn from these companies' mistakes and sometimes customer-abusive decisions. It's customary for the airlines to expect their customers, also known as passengers, to be at the gate ready to board on time. Some airlines even ask you to be on board 10 minutes before departure time as they want to close their doors to ensure an on-time takeoff. So far, I'm totally cool with this request until they don't practice what they preach. Now, I understand a mechanical delay. I would much rather the airlines figure out there was something wrong with their plane while it's on the ground instead of while it's up in the air. Now, I'm never happy when there's a delay, but if there's a good reason, I'll accept it. I also understand weather delays. If it's not safe to fly, hey, I don't want to fly. It's that easy. However, what I don't agree with is that passengers are forced to wait if the airline personnel are late. When the roles are reversed and the passenger is late, the airline shut the door and turn the passenger away. Now, I recognize that we can't change this. It's just the way it is. And I get it. The airlines can't hold a flight because one passenger is late, thereby taking a delayed departure and making the rest of the passengers late. But barring the obvious, if the flight is delayed because of a late crew member or any other reason where the airline has some control, the passenger should get some type of compensation. So, what kind of compensation is fair? I don't know. Maybe compensation is the wrong word. What friendly gesture can the airlines do to make amends for the mistakes over which they actually have control over? It doesn't have to be much. Here's a great example. One day I was waiting for my weather-delayed flight and noticed that another airline was experiencing the same delays. Of course they are. It's weather. Since this is a positive example, I'll share that it was Delta Airlines. Now, get this. Even though it was delayed due to weather, an airline employee pushed a cart full of sandwiches, candy bars, and soft drinks into the gate area and offered a snack to all of those people who were waiting. I had to go over and congratulate them for empathizing with the passengers for their situation. And remember, it was weather-related, not even their fault. And by the way, they also do this when it is their fault. Now, enough of my airline rant. Imagine you have a reservation at a restaurant and you show up 30 minutes late. Do you really expect them to hold the table? They might if you call ahead, but if you just show up late, eventually they're probably going to give it away to another customer. Sure, when you finally do show up, they may accommodate you by finding a table for you fairly soon, but you can't expect them to hold the reservation. So what happens when you are on time for your reservation and the restaurant doesn't have a table for you? What then? Now, I've experienced the manager apologizing, buying a round of drinks, or offering an appetizer. Well, not that big of a deal. It's a very nice gesture. They're proving that they're aware of the situation, working to resolve it, and making amends of some sorts by giving a little something for the inconvenience. I like it when people honor their customer commitments, and when they don't, they step up and they do the right thing. When I pay FedEx to ship a package using their 2-day program and they fail to get it there in 2 days, which, by the way, seldom ever happens, they quickly refund the charges. Can you imagine an airline refunding the price of a ticket if they get you there later than scheduled? By the way, that's a rhetorical question. So here's the point. I'm disappointed when a company doesn't practice what they preach, fails to live up to their brand promise, or seems to have a double standard that implies they don't follow their own rules that they make for customers. So, I hope you enjoyed this short lesson. Please be sure to visit my website, which is www.hyken.com. There you'll find more information about my speaking programs, as well as over 350 customer service articles that you can read and share with your colleagues. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Shep Hyken, reminding you to always be amazing.